Hey YouTube family, welcome back to another episode of 2A NLA. As always, anything I say in this episode, prior episode, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. You shouldn't take it as fact, shouldn't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Alright, so look fam, this is the wrap up video for SHOT Show. And look fam, I thought I would start this video because I felt so hurried there. So I'll start the video kind of talking about what my final thoughts were, what my takeaways were from my very first SHOT Show. And the first SHOT Show after the absence in 2021 due to COVID. And so I'll say this, fam, it was an unbelievable experience. Now, I've been to many trade shows over the course of my lifetime and in my professional career. But this one was different. It was different because this is the first trade show I've been to as media. So that was hugely different. And also the size and scope of it. So I may have said this in one of the other videos. I want you to picture the largest conference that you've ever been to. And I think about some of the auto shows and things like that, like the LA Convention Center and other convention centers that I've been to. It was probably 3 to 4 to 5 times that, with vendors like Glock and Smith & Wesson, who have huge 2-story booths with meeting rooms and food and displays that run like a half a city block, to small little vendors too, who have, you know, kind of 8x8 booth and everything in between. And so it took up the entire 2 floors of conference center space at the Venetian, plus a full floor of conference center space at Caesar's Palace. And so it is impossible with one person to cover every single booth, you know, like it's physically impossible. There's thousands of vendors there, and each one selling an interesting gun-related product that I could probably do a full episode on. So trying to prioritize, like, what booths to actually try to do interviews with, what booths just to try to get footage, what booths to, like, maybe have a conversation with you guys about, and what booths you just can't get to. It was tough. And I've got some more day 4 footage, final day footage coming up for you guys. We'll close out with that. But so my major takeaways was 1, the size and the scope of it. 2, to have all of the kind of industry titans in terms of companies in one place at one time, showing all of their products, was magnificent. The closest thing I can equate it to for people who haven't been to a SHOT Show is SHOT Show is a gun show on steroids, right? Like, we go to gun shows and you have all these different gun vendors who sell guns, some custom, some not, or whatever, and everybody, it's like a big swap meet, right? Well, this is that times 1,000. So it was unbelievable. As a gun enthusiast, it was like the Mecca for a gun enthusiast, and so I thoroughly enjoyed that aspect of it. The second thing I enjoyed was making personal relationships with a lot of the vendors at the different booths, and, you know, planning to work with them in the future. So I was able to establish a good relationship with H&K. I was able to establish a good relationship with CAA USA and Alien Gear and Safe Life Defense and other companies there. And so be on the lookout in 2022 for me doing a lot more videos in partnership with them. So that was phenomenal. And then I guess finally I would say that what probably meant more to me than all of that was getting some face-to-face time, giving up some daps, some pounds, with some of the other gun tubers out there, people that I interact with on YouTube, but finally got to see each other. I got to hang out with Regular Gun Guy. I got to hang out with Life with Obi. I got to hang out a little bit with Guns and Butter. I met Coleon Noir. I met the Daily Shooter in person. I met Armed Scholar at the Sparrow Dynamics booth. So it was a really enjoyable experience from that perspective too. So all around though, I think I did an okay job, a pretty good job considering it was my first time going. I think next year's SHOT Show I'll be much more tactical, much more deliberate, much more thoughtful about how I do the coverage and who I bring to you guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the footage. Hopefully I was able to give you some semblance of like what it was like to be there. But again, I had a great time. I had a blast. It was a whirlwind 4 days. But I really, really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. And we'll close out with SHOT Show Day 4. Peace.